The box was never meant to be opened. Not by a mortal, not by anyone. Inside, the gods sealed everything they feared humanity might one day become: our hatred, our envy, our hunger for more. And yet, they placed that forbidden box into the hands of one woman and gave her one fatal gift: curiosity. Everyone tells you that Pandora doomed the world the moment she turned the key. But what if that's not the whole story? What if not opening the box would have been even worse? Our story doesn't begin with Pandora. It begins with a thief. Prometheus, a titan who pitied fragile, shivering humans, looked at the gods' blazing hearth on Olympus and thought, why should only they have fire? One night, he stole a fragment of divine flame and delivered it to mankind. With fire, humans stopped being prey. They forged tools, cooked food, hardened weapons. In a single act, Prometheus dragged humanity a step closer to the gods. Zeus saw this as an insult. He didn't just want the flame back. He wanted a message carved into the memory of every mortal: you do not rise without paying a price. So Prometheus was chained to a cliff. Every morning, an eagle tore into his liver. Every night, it grew back so the torment could begin again. Pain like that should have satisfied even a god, but it didn't. Zeus didn't just want to punish the rebel. He wanted to punish the beneficiaries, us. And his revenge wouldn't come in the form of thunder or plague. It would come disguised as a gift. Zeus summoned Hephaestus, the divine smith, into his forge of molten metal and sparks. "Make me a woman," he commanded. Not just beautiful, irresistible. A masterpiece no god or man could turn away from. Hephaestus molded her from clay, a flawless face shaped in the image of Aphrodite's beauty, hands delicate yet strong, eyes bright and alive. One by one, the gods stepped forward to bless her. Aphrodite gave her charm and desire. Athena taught her grace, music, the crafts of women. Hermes gifted her a silver tongue and a quick mind. The Graces clothed her in shimmering garments and sparkling jewels. And then came the most dangerous gift. From Hera, queen of the gods, she received something invisible, something no one could measure: relentless curiosity. They named her Pandora, all gifted. But those gifts were not for her. They were the bait in Zeus's trap. Zeus sent Pandora to Earth, escorted by Hermes, the messenger god. In her hands, she carried a beautiful, gilded container, often called a box, sometimes a jar, sealed shut and heavy with unseen weight. "This is a gift," Hermes told her, "but listen carefully. Under no circumstances are you to open it. Not ever. No reason, no explanation, just a command." Waiting for her on Earth was Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother. Prometheus had already warned him. Zeus does not forget. Never accept a gift from him. But warnings fade quickly when you're staring into a face like Pandora's. The moment Epimetheus saw her, he fell in love. She became his wife, and the box took its place in their home, silent, gleaming and forbidden. Days turned into weeks. Imagine living with a mystery like that in the corner of your room. A box you're told never to open. No reason why. No idea what's inside. Every time Pandora walked past it, curiosity tugged at her. What could be inside? Treasure? Weapons? Secrets meant for the gods? Why trust me with it if I'm never allowed to know? The gift Hera gave her grew, like a seed watered every time she looked away, until one day, she didn't. Epimetheus was away when Pandora finally gave in. Hands shaking, she lifted the box. It felt heavier than ever, as if the contents themselves resisted her. Around her neck hung a small golden key. One turn. That was all it took. The moment the lid cracked, the world changed. A hiss like 1,000 snakes erupted from inside. A foul wind burst out, knocking her back. Shadows poured into the air, twisting, writhing, laughing without mouths. They weren't creatures you could see clearly. They were feelings with teeth, disease clinging to lungs and blood, famine hollowing out stomachs and fields, jealousy whispering, "Why not you?" Hatred burning hotter than any divine fire, war teaching hands to wield weapons without mercy, obsession chaining minds long after bodies are free. They swarmed out of the box and vanished into the world, into humans, into history. By the time Pandora slammed the lid shut, her home was silent again. But outside, the world would never be the same. In that moment, she understood. She was never the player. She was the piece. Zeus had used her, her beauty, her charm, her curiosity, as the perfect delivery system for a curse. And for the first time, Pandora felt the full weight of what she had done. Guilt, shame, fear, emotions that, ironically, had just been released into the world. Terrified, Pandora clutched the box, listening. Silence. But then, something faint. A soft knocking from inside. Not a hiss, not a scream. Something gentle. Every instinct screamed at her to throw the box away, to bury it, to never touch it again. She had unleashed enough horror. And yet, that same cursed curiosity whispered, "What if this is something different?" She opened the box once more. This time, no dark cloud burst forth. Instead, a warm glow rose from within. A presence that didn't claw or bite, but wrapped around her like sunlight after a storm. The Greeks called it Elpis, hope. It flowed out into the wounded world, whispering into the ears of the sick, the starving, the grieving. Just as quickly as misery had spread, hope began threading itself through humanity, not erasing the suffering, but making it bearable, giving people the strength to rebuild, to love, to create, even when everything seemed broken. And here's the twist most people miss. If Pandora had never opened the box, the evils might have stayed locked away. But so would hope. You've probably heard the simple version of the story. Pandora ruined everything. One woman's foolish curiosity cursed the world. But look at the details. Zeus ordered the box filled with horrors. The gods forged Pandora to be irresistible and curious by design. She was sent without understanding into a world that had no idea what was coming. Was she really the villain? Or was she the scapegoat? In many ways, Pandora is a mirror for us. We chase forbidden knowledge all the time. We split the atom and build bombs. We burn fuels and change the climate. We create technologies that can connect or destroy us. Every leap forward comes with a box attached. Benefits wrapped around dangers we don't fully understand. And like Pandora, we open it anyway. Not because we're evil, but because we need to know. Because curiosity is as human as fear. The myth of Pandora isn't just a warning about curiosity. It's an uncomfortable reminder that progress always has a cost, and that someone usually gets blamed when things go wrong. So maybe the real question isn't, why did Pandora open the box? Maybe it's, if you were her with that box in your home, that key in your hand, that gnawing question in your mind, would you really have done anything different? If this story pulled you in and made you see Pandora in a new way, let me know which myth you want to see broken open next. There are plenty more boxes in mythology, and not all of them stay closed.